Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akim and Akwat out there, pursuing this truth diligently, coming at you once again with another lesson. All right, today's title is called It Won't Make You Mighty, It Just Makes You Look Dumb. All right, I forgot the S in there. It just makes you look dumb. Okay, of course, we got an article to go with this today. All right, so let's go over and grab it. Okay, this is from the New York Post. You know, a little different than I usually make lessons on. Okay, but it was so ridiculous, you know, and it's really idol worship is what's this is going back to. All right, is idol worship. Okay, anytime you see any of this weirdo shit, I know a while back ago we did one dealing with these women, and I think it was in England, that you know, that rub this this grave of this man that has a bulge in his pants, and they think it'll, you know, bring them, you know, a man. All right, it'll bring them a man. So this is the latest weirdo shit. This is a penis-shaped rock believed to improve performance in bed, attracts visitors. So I guess we can go ahead and watch this video and see what the hell's going on in it. It's ridiculous, man. It's a bunch of folly, but we'll watch it. All right. Let's see. And of course, it's coming from heathens.
Mungkin menjadi salah satu referensi buat kawan-kawan yang mau berlibur ke Geopark Ciletuh.
We're not gonna watch the whole goddamn voyage, okay? Let's just... There's the rock. There's better images of it, but you see people going there. Okay, now this is, says, forget the Hard Rock Cafe. This Hard Rock is the latest tourist attraction, okay? You know, everything's sexualized. It says, men from near and far are... So we had one for women, now this one's for men. All right, men from near and far are visiting a bizarre penis-shaped landform with hope some of its mythical sexual magic will rub off or help them find a soulmate. Okay, it says locals and tourists in Indonesia are floating along the rocky inlets of Sukabumi Regency, West Java, to see the notorious penis rock. Okay, and you know, this is I'm not gonna go there, but you know. So it's ridiculous, man. All right, you see this a lot with the Asians, you know, obviously. Locals and tourists in Indonesia are floating along the rocky inlets. We already got that. If the page would just, god damn it, fucking work. Okay. Decades of erosion and weathering erected a natural stone formation into the shape that resembles a man's genitals. It says men visit the oddity in hopes to improve their performance in bed, while women pray to meet the man of their dreams to fulfill their desires. So I guess women go there as well. It says a bizarre stone can be seen jutting out from an islet, all right, and the Kileta Palabuhuratu Uniseko Global Geopark area near Saikpa Beach, however those words go. So there's the rock. Okay, there's the rock. It says the phallic formation can only be visited by a boat ride. Which takes 30 minutes from the nearest beach. Okay, but you know, people are, you know, super into it. Okay, it says the stone has been around for a long time. It may have formed thousands of years ago, and local people call it a penis rock, said Andre Hidiana, a member of Sukabumi District Legislature. There are myths surrounding it. Maybe once a week or once a month, many visitors there perform some kind of ritual. There's a code, not a code word, but there's a key word right there, a ritual. It says the men who visit there will become mighty men in bed, and that's where the title of this lesson comes from. It won't make you mighty, it just makes you look dumb. All right, all this weirdo idol worship. All right, these stones of fertility, or you're building statues of penises, and you think it's gonna help you in bed, or you know, like that one in England with you're rubbing a crotch of a grave. I mean, come on, man, this is just ridiculous. all right? And really, it goes back to idol worship, all right? Because you think by, doing this or rubbing that or doing a dance or laying flowers here or doing something like that, all right, that this fucking rock, all right, that's all it is, all right, is a rock, all right, this stone, okay, is gonna somehow, make you a maniacal in bed or something, or grant you a husband or a wife or, whatever the hell you think it's gonna do, all right. And this is not the only incidence of this. There's a lot of these superstitions, all right, is really what they are. A lot of these superstitions and idol worshiping, all right, goes down in Asia. Now it goes around all over. All right, but a lot of this weird idol shit goes down in China, like China and in the Asias, especially for some reason. All right, again, I'm saying it goes on everywhere, but for some reason, especially, you see a lot of it coming out of Asia. Okay, some weirdo stuff. All right, you got to realize this is heathen shit. All right, it's heathen stuff. All right, these people don't have a power. All right, like Israel does. All right, we have Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. These people don't. All right, so they had to make rocks and sticks and stones and little pieces of metal and sculptures into their gods because they don't have one. Okay, they don't have one. Okay, now let's go down. It says we're pretty much done with it, but I guess we can continue on, see what it says. It says the picturesque penis, and they make sure to use it as much as possible in the term. All right, the rod is only accessible by a 30-minute perilous boat journey, okay, along the jagged rock. So maybe someone will die on one of these trips. Okay, it says footage taken on January 15 shows a boat full of men craning their necks to get a snap of the rare natural formation. Oh, it's gonna make me devious in bed. That's fucking ridiculous, man. It's retarded. Okay, it says the area is famous not only for its unusual stone penis, but also for the surrounding diving attractions and underwater scenery, Andrew said. Indonesia's phallic formation isn't the first to attract tourists. A penis-shaped rock in Norway, okay, seduced men in Scandinavian country and made headlines in 2017 when locals raised $10,000 to restore it after being vandalized. Let's see that one, okay. Let's see, the penis rock rise again. There you go, all right. There you go. So you see it. It's in Indonesia. It's in Norway. All right, you got weirdo shit here. You got weirdo shit over in England with the women rubbing a crotch of a grave of some dude that died long ago, thinking that, oh my god, I'm gonna get a soulmate. No, I mean, maybe if you fucking put in some effort, you get a soulmate. Instead of maybe if you spent your time more wisely than rubbing, the crotch of a sarcophagus. All right, maybe you'd get somewhere. All right, but no, shit's ridiculous, man. And like I said, it goes back to idol worship. It goes back to idol worship. Now we must grab a scripture first. All right, but then we're gonna get some of these weirdo terms. All right, not these weirdo terms, but these terms for these weirdos. Okay, let's get 2 Peter 1:16, all right, it reads, "For we have not followed cunningly devised fables when we made known unto you the power and the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, but were eyewitnesses of His majesty." Okay, so you aren't going and with this weirdo shit, all right? These cunningly devised fables, all right? A fable. It's gonna get the video game because we've got it before. It's gonna pull up the video game. But let's look into the word fable. All right. Fable definition. Okay. Not fable. Can I? Fable. Okay.
Fable.
Okay. Well, really, the one you want to get down here. It says a short story, typically. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that. So it goes back to the word fictitious. All right, it says a short story, typically with animals and characters conveying a moral. All right, and that's like a fable, like who is it? Like Little Red Riding Hood. That's like a fable. All right, but that's what they call a fable. All right, but let's get down here, right in here in the second definition. It says a story. Okay, and they try to incorporate shit that don't make no sense. Typically a supernatural one incorporating elements of myth and legend. All right, and they use these terms. They use these terms loosely. All right, you got to get the real definition because they really try to credit fables to the Bible. People are like, oh, the Bible, those are fables, and that's not true. Those are real. Okay, but you can see down here it gets the definition myth. All right, legend. All right, a folk tale. All right, now down here This is the one we're really looking for, all right? And this goes for you, for the worldly people, all right? And the Bible, again, in case you didn't know, if you're too dumb to distinguish, all right, the Bible is not a fable, all right? The Bible is true, and you can prove that through historical accounts, okay? Now, these devils try to play it off as a fable, all right? They really wish it was a fable. They wish it was a myth, all right? They wish it was fake, all right? But, hey, it's not, all right? Unfortunately to them. Okay, wonderfully for us, but unfortunately to them, all right, it's not a fable, all right. That means everything that's said in the Bible is going to happen to you, Esau, all right. So that's unfortunate for you, but hey, we don't really care. We hate your guts, all right. And it's a bad story for you, but a good story for us, okay. It's not really a story; it's an account of events, all right, and things to come. Okay, a story is really something, a story is like something you make up, really. Okay, that would be a fable. Okay, it's historical accounts, all right, all throughout the Bible, things of the past and things to come. Okay. So, hey, and it doesn't paint you in a very good light, Esau. Of course, that's why you hate it. Okay, so if you get down here, it says a false statement or belief. It says believers accuse the cosmologists of inventing fables on the birth of the universe. All right, and cosmologists really have invented fables on the birth of the universe because they say, oh, a bunch of, electrons and, protons and neutrons, or what, however they say it. I don't know exactly what if it was protons and electrons or what combination it was, that they say exploded, all right, sporadically, just for no reason, all right, and created the universe. That's not how it happened, all right. That was Yahweh Shemiah. Well, that was Yahweh Shai that created the universe, okay. He created all things, okay. So a false statement or belief. So that's what you people are believing. You're believing a false statement or belief. You don't believe, the gospel of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. You don't believe the historical accounts that were in the Bible, all right, the ones from the past and the ones from the present and the ones, to come, all right. But instead, what do you believe? You believe in falsehoods, all right, fibs, fabrications, deceptions, all right, a made-up story, okay, an invention, all right. One of the ones is fake news. It says a fiction, all right. What is fiction? Okay.
Fiction.
It says literature in the form of prose that describes imaginary events and people, all right, and that Buddha and Allah, all right, and Shiva. Well, what are those? That's fiction, all right. That's fiction. A literature in the form that describes imagery or events and the form of prose that describes imagery, events, or people. What's prose? Let's get that word, prose. Okay. Let's see if it gets the correct definition. Prose. Okay. We need we need really where were we? It was just here, fiction, literature in the form of prose that describes imagery, events, and people. Really, fiction is yeah. See, you have to they fucking lead with that, but they should have led with the second definition, something that is invented or untrue. Okay. That's what the gods of the other nations are, all right? Fiction, they're fictitious, untrue, all right? They're a lie, all right? It's not real, all right? It might as well be a crayon drawn on a piece of paper, all right? Because it's nothing, all right? Jesus Christ falls into that as well, all right? Because they took kind of a biblical figure. They took a biblical figure, and I'm not gonna say he's fully biblical because really he's not even really too much based off of Yahweh Shai, all right? This Jesus Christ character, all right? They based, some things. They try to accredit the miracles that Yahweh Shai did to Jesus Christ, but no, like when you really add them up and get in the scriptures, all right, and you also get back into history and look up Cesare Borgia, all right, or Caesar Borgia, all right, you see they have no similarities, okay? They have no similarities, okay? Yahweh Shai is the true, all right, Savior that the Bible speaks of, all right, not Jesus Christ. That would be a cunningly devised fable that the white man made up, all right. So they got you, and why? Who are you worshiping when you worship Jesus Christ? You're worshiping a white man with long hair, blue eyes, all right, pale skin, all right. You're worshiping him, okay. That's a cunningly devised fable, all right. And not so cunningly when you can cut right through it, but that's what it would be called, is cunningly devised fable. Pretense, a pretext, all right, a sham, a rouge, all right, a wile, a trickery, all right, stratagem, a tall tale or a tall story, okay, so there you go, a falsity, all right, a falsification, all right, falsification, actual falsifying information or a theory, okay, and it's not even a half-truth, because a half-truth would convey that you have half of the truth, all right, and they don't have none of the truth, all right, so that's what you people are believing in, are fables, all right, let's go back to the scripture. All right, once again, 2 Peter 1:16, for we have not followed cunningly devised fables when we made known unto you the power and the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, but were eyewitnesses of his majesty. All right, so let's get that in the Good News Translation. What does it say? Eyewitnesses of Hamashiach's glory. It says, we have not depended on made-up stories and making known to you the mighty coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. With our own eyes we saw his greatness. Okay, and you know, it can be used for other ways as well. It's really cunningly devised fables. That's what you people have fallen into, is cunningly devised fables. All right, even amongst, you know, the nation of Israel. All right, there's cunningly devised fables among these Israelite groups that aren't right. All right, some of them try to, you know, come up with different, you know, and incorporate weirdo stuff. All right, and that has no place within, you know, within the Bible. Okay, so let's go and get Jeremiah 10 and 2. Let's get let's see what it has to say. All right, Jeremiah 10 and 2. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay, and then it goes on to say, you know, through 3 and 4, all right, they talk about, you know, a custom that would be, you know, now known as, you know, decorating a Christmas tree, all right, so-called, okay. So that's a heathen custom, all right, that's not an Israelite custom, all right, there's no Israelite accordance, all right, in the Bible of anywhere where it was a high holy day and we decorated trees and we gave presents and there was Santa. That's nowhere throughout the Bible, all right, that's nowhere. But you know what is in the Bible is Passover, all right, Day of Atonement, all right, things like that, all right, real holidays, all right, real holy days is where that word comes from, all right, holy days. But you took the term holiday, made it into an unholy day, all right, and then you know, attributed it to heathen customs. It's bullshit, man. And what does it say in the Bible? It says, Jeremiah 10 and 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. But what do? You learn the way of the heathen. That's what you do. What is learning the way of the heathen? All right, wearing Shiva Jatas, all right, they go back to worship of a false god, all right, named Shiva, okay? You do that, all right, what else do? You worship Christmas, all right, which wasn't created by the Israelites. You worship Easter, which wasn't created by the Israelite. You worship Valentine's Day, which wasn't, you know, created by the Israelites. What else do? Your birthdays, which that's not from the Israelites, that's from, you know, Romans and Greeks, all right, and that's an amalgamation of things, all right, which goes back to you know, moon worship, all right, that's why your cake's shaped that way, in case you didn't know, all right, that's why there's candles on that, it's part of a ritual, okay, so there you go, and that's why you ask for a wish, all right, not a prayer, but you call it a wish, all right, which is really, you know, praying to a false god. But you don't realize these things. You learn the way of the heathen. You do all these things. You grow your hair long. You wear these weird fucking clothes. All right, you men wearing, you know, tight ass clothes that show your wiener. All right, and just saying it straight up. All right, and all these clothes that are right up your ass. These aren't our customs. All right, these are from somewhere else. These aren't biblical customs of ours. Okay, like, and I had it in parentheses, the Moab rhino horn. All right, you can look that up. A rhino horn, and let's see if you look up rhino horn, China, Chinese medicine. Let's see what they say it's good for. All right, it's the hard truth about the rhino horn aphrodisiac market. It says to be clear, the rhino horn has historically been used as a traditional medicine ingredient in countries such as China and Vietnam. All right, and what does it do? They it says it makes your rod hard. All right, or it can make you in the mood. All right, that's what they say. All right, let's see what else. Right here. Well, they say in Chinese medicine it can stop, producing fevers and for stopping nosebleeds and preventing strokes. You're not really supposed to be eating, rhino anyway. If you're ingesting that, you're eating it, all right? So that's fucking weirdo shit, okay? There's plenty of other plants that can do that for you, all right? So yeah, see, rhino horn used for erectile dysfunction right there, okay? Rhino horn price, and then it talks you how much they are, all right? So there you go, all right? And these are all, things that they think, it'll make me good in bed. No, it will not, all right? It just makes you look like an idiot, all right? And it's dumb, okay? So that's why I talked about Moab rhino horn, all right? Now let's get 1 Timothy 4 and 7, okay? This shit is ridiculous. 1 Timothy 4 and 7, all right? Let me grab a drink real quick, Slakia. All right. What's it say in 7? It says, we want to read up? We'll read up from 6. We'll read it from 6. 1 Timothy 4 and 6 reads, If thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahushua HaMashiach, nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, wherein thou hast attained, but what does it say in 7? But refuse profane and old wives' fables. We already got what fable means. And exercise thyself rather unto godliness. All right, what's an old wives' fable? All right, there's a term. Let's see. We call it an old, here in the world. All right, not in the world, but here in this world. All right, people call it an old wives' tale. Okay. Not an old wives' fable, but an old wives' tale. Definition, words, sentences change over time, all right? Back then, called an old wife's fable, an old wife's tale, all right, an old wife's story. There's many different ways it could be called, all right? But what is an old wife's tale? All right, it says an old wife's tale is a supposed truth, which is actually spurious or superstition. All right, an old wife's tale would be like, shaving your face, it's gonna grow back thicker, and that doesn't actually, that doesn't actually happen. All right, we all tried it as a child, all right, and it didn't work. All right, trust me, I tried. When I heard that shit, I was trying it. I said, I want a mustache. I want to mustache my 8-year-old's ass. Standing in the mirror trying to shave off peach fudge. All right, thinking that it'll come in dark. All right, no, it didn't work. All right, it didn't work. All right, my beard's still patchy. All right, still in the mustache area. All right, at least I have a beard. Wadi Halba Shemiao Shai for that. But it doesn't grow. Is all thick and condensed to some people's. Okay. So no, that stuff doesn't work. Or don't put a hat on the bed. It's bad luck. Or what's another one? Walking under mirror, or breaking mirrors, walking under ladders, black cats. All right, no. It's a supposed truth, which actually is spurious or superstition. What's spurious mean? All right, spurious right here, not being what it purports to be, false or fake. All right, fake. Let's see. And some of them are like, chewing gum stains in your stomach. I know. If you eat watermelon seeds, you'll grow a watermelon in your stomach. All right. Let's see. Let's look at some of the other ones. All right. Human urine heals jellyfish stings. Who knows about that? Actually, they actually say that does work. All right, because I don't know if it's the urea or something in the urine, but coffee stunts your growth. All right, that's not true. All right, plucking gray hairs will make 2 more grow in. That's not true. All right, sitting too close to the TV ruins your eyes. It can cause eye strain and stuff. Cats suck. There's one I've heard that cats suck baby's breath. All right, and that it'll cats will get close to a baby and suck their air out of their body. What the fuck kind of shit is that? All right, shaving makes your hair grow back thicker. All right, hair of the dog cures a hangover, and that actually does work. All right, that's a thing. Okay, you can't be hungover if you're already buzzed. Okay, and it's simple. All right, cracking knuckles can cause arthritis. Eating carrots will give you better eyesight. All right, being cold will give you one. And some of these are off. Some of these are actually true. Some of them are fake. All right, Esau tries to throw in some ones. Okay, but no, But there you go. All right, and so what does it say? It says, verse 7, 1 Timothy 4:7, but refuse profane and old wives' fables and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. All right, let's go into the Good News Translation, see what it says in 7. It says, keep away from those godless legends. All right, verse 7, 1 Timothy 4:7 in the Good News Translation. But keep away from those godless legends which are not worth telling. Keep yourself in training for a godly life. Okay? There you go. Now, if I can't walk under that ladder, if I walk under that ladder, it's 7 years bad luck. Says who? Does the Bible say that? No. All right, so then it doesn't mean anything. All right, let's get Sirach 11 and 14. You people are really ridiculous, all right? What's it say? This shows you that everything comes from the Lord, all right? Not because, bad luck happened because I walked under a ladder and I broke a mirror. Oh, I'm cursed. No, you're cursed, but not because you went under a ladder and broke a mirror, man. No. All right, everything comes to the Lord. If you're cursed because of the Lord, all right? Bad things are happening to you because you did bad things, all right? It all comes back to you, all right? What goes around comes around. All right, it's a worldly concept. All right, I mean, it really comes. It comes, from the Bible. Really, it's just you put it into a worldly perspective. Okay, so it's some of these biblical things you'll say and people won't get it, but you know what goes around comes around. All right, some of you people even call it karma. All right, but that's not what it is. All right, that's also heathen custom right there. The whole that's heathen religion right there. The whole karma shit. All right, no, it's within the Bible. All right, not karma. All right, but the idea of what goes around comes around. It's just known as evil comes to evil. All right, we're gonna grab in 16. All right, and well, not in 16. So that's something different. But we'll grab it here in a bit. Okay, Sirach 11 and 14. But this just shows you that everything comes from the Lord. All right, prosperity, Sirach 11 and 14, or Ecclesiasticus 11 and 14. This is within the Apocrypha, in case you're wondering why it's not in your Bible. It's in the Apocrypha, which was originally in the Bible in, the 1600s before they took it out, and, after 1611 Bible, they took it out. Okay, so if you want the real Bible, all right, that they didn't tamper with, all right, you got to get the King James Version 1611, all right, before they changed it. All right, it was in there. All right, it's not biblical. No, it was always in there before they removed it. Okay, and they just, we removed it and it's not biblical. No, it was always in there. It was always in the Bible. All right, the original Bible had it in it before you removed it. So now you either have to get the 1611 King James Version, or you can get a King James Version, all right, and then you can get the separate King James Version Apocrypha, all right? It usually comes in a little red book, okay? But it's Sirach 11 and 14, okay? If you got the Apocrypha, you can read along. Prosperity and adversity, Slakia, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him. Okay, and then it goes on to say in 16, error and darkness had their beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. All right, so, what does it say? Evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. So if you're glorying if you're glorying in wickedness, bad things are going to come. We can get Job 12 and 6. All right, let's grab it. Job 12 and verse 6. All right, and we're reading down through 9. Okay. Okay, it reads, Job 12 and 6. The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke the Most High are secure. And to whose hand the Most High bringeth abundantly. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee, who knoweth not all these things, that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this. All right, so we can actually grab down into 10. It says, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. All right, so that shows you the Lord controls everything. Let's see what it says in the Good News Translation. It says, we'll just grab 10. All right, we just need 10. All right, because that gets to the point. All right, and we read the verse. All right, we don't need the whole Good News Translation for this. We can just get 10. What does it say? Job 12 and 10. It is the Most High who directs the lives of his creatures. Everyone's life is in his power. Everything. All right, everyone's life, all right, everything, all right? When you wake up that day, all right? When you go to sleep that day, what you eat that day, what you wear that day, where you walk that day, where you go that day, all right? If it's a good day, if it's a bad day, all right? If you get something that day, if you don't get something that day, okay? All of that comes from the Lord, every single bit of it, all right? And all of that was, basically, not basically, but all of that was put into place before you were even born, all right? What you would be doing, what you're doing right now, all right? If you're sitting watching this lesson, all right? Then the Lord knew you were going to do that before you were even born. All right, before your father's father was even born. The foundation of the earth, everything was set in place, exactly how it would go. All right, everything has a set purpose. All right, we don't have free will. All right, we have a false sense of free will. We say, I can go over there and I can, right now I could push over this iPad I'm working on. Yeah, but I mean, if I did, that means the Most High already knew that I was going to do that. Okay, before the foundation of the earth. So, don't try to get too crazy and say, I can change the... No, you can't. No, everything's been set in place. Revelation 22 and 10. All right, Revelation 22 and 10. Okay. It says, and he... It's going through 12. Yeah, we're going through 12. All right, let's get it. All right, Revelation... Revelation 22 and 10 through, we'll actually get 13 as well, all right, because that's important. All right, verse 10, all right, it reads, "And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand." All right, so don't put them away, the time's at hand. "He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still." Why? Verse 12, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be." So if you're doing bad things, you get bad things. You're doing good things, you get good things. All right, it's simple as that. And in verse 13, it says, "I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last." Okay, so there you go. Okay, so if you're doing bad things, you get bad things. You're doing good things, you get good things. All right, it's not karma, it's not luck. All right, it's not because of a superstition. All right, if you wanted to go and make babies, all right, and you go and rub that thing, all right, rub that rock or whatever they do with it, look at it, or I don't know, lay on or whatever they do with it, or do some type of ritual to it, all right, and you had a baby. Well, guess what? The Most High wanted you to have a baby anyway. Okay, that's it. All right, because if you didn't, you wouldn't have. Okay, it's not the idol work. No, it didn't. All right, this is Colossians 3 and 24. All right, Colossians 3, verse 24. All right, through 25. Colossians 3 and 24 through 25. All right, starting with 24, it reads, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of thy inheritance, for you serve the Lord Hamashiach. But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons. Okay, there's no respects of persons. All right, there you go. Matthew 13 and 13. Let's grab it. All right. But you people just don't get it, all right? You people don't get it. We could go on and on and on and on. A lot of you people won't get it, all right? Bear with me while I grab a drink. But you people don't get it, man. Matthew 13 and 13. It says, therefore, speak I to them in parables, because they seeing not and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, but not perceive. So you can hear these things and see these things, but you can't spiritually hear these things and spiritually see these things. Or you can see, you can see that I'm making a video that's dealing with the Bible, all right, but you can't understand any of it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, I can look into a jet engine all day, but I can tell you I'm not going to understand what the hell is in that jet engine. I'm not going to tell you what makes it work, what part is what. All right, I don't understand any of it. All right, and that's basically how you people are with the truth. All right, you look into it and you can see. All right, oh, they're black Hebrew Israelites. All right, because that's what you call us. You don't call us Hebrew Israelites. We don't call ourselves black Hebrew Israelites, by the way. All right, would I be considered a black Hebrew Israelite? My skin isn't even brown. What are you talking about? Okay, so. You all like black Hebrew Israelites and blah 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 blah. That's all you see, but you can't see the if you could really see it, you Edomites would be you'd be fucking frightened, and some of you are already frightened and not really fully grasping it. So imagine how much more so you'd be terrified if you really knew. Okay, but in verse 15 it says, for this the people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. And that's speaking, of course, this is really speaking of the Israelites, all right, the blinded Israelites, because you could never, you could never wake up, all right, you heathens. You could never wake up. It's not for you to wake up to. All right, this truth isn't for you, so you can never really get the true understanding. All right, so let's get a 96. All right, okay, and it's 5. All right, Psalms 96. Get rid of that period there. All right, 5 says, not just 5. All right, Psalms 96 and 5. It reads, for all the gods of the nations are idols. Who are the nations? The nations are anyone, all right? A little selective. The nations are anyone that isn't Jake, all right? So the heathen nations, that's who it's speaking of. Esau, Amalek, all right, Ammon, China, not China, but Moab, all right, Ishmael, Elam, okay, Gog, Magog, okay, all of them, okay, all of them, and so on, Ham, okay, more to name, but there you go, all right. For all the gods of the nations are idols, all right. Once again, Psalms 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens, all right. So they're idols, okay. They can't do anything. But guess what? The Lord made the heavens. He actually has creation on his what's that term? All right, under the belt, all right, not under the belt, but you know, like on his resume, all right. He actually has creation. All these other false gods, they don't have anything. It'd be like, okay, what have you done? Nothing. Wow. You want to know why they haven't done anything? Because they don't exist, man. They don't exist, man. Okay? They don't exist. All right? If I keep on, you know, like kicking a rock and tell, give me $1 million, kicking a rock, give me $1 million, kicking a rock, give me $1 million, it's not gonna give me anything. Why? Because a fucking rock can't grant me anything, man. You know, and you people don't got it. You people don't got it. All right, this is all the way down through 5. Yep, all the way down through 5. Okay, talking about these idols. All right, what does it say? It says this is Exodus 20 and 1. All right, and you Israelites especially, you didn't get this for a while. You still don't got this. All right, 20 and 1. Exodus 21. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thy power. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. All right, so there you go. And what does it mean by him visiting the iniquity of the fathers under the children under the 3rd and 4th generation? Well, reincarnation is a biblical concept, and we come back every 3rd to 4th generations. All right, if you can accept it, accept it. If not, you need more understanding. There's plenty of lessons put out there. You can look up GMS reincarnation. All right, just make sure you're getting your information from GMS, because the other ones, you know, they'll bug you out, man. All right, some of these other camps, I don't even know if they believe in a reincarnation. Okay, and like I've said, and I've said it before, I'm not part of GMS, but I follow their doctrine. Okay, so you have camps like that too. All right, but you know, until you find out who those camps are that, you know, also, you know, follow the doctrine that you know, the true doctrine. All right, it's not, you know, GMS doctrine, it's the Lord's doctrine. That GMS is the only ones that are really teaching it. All right, IUIC isn't teaching it, GOCC isn't teaching it. All right, ISUPK surely isn't teaching it. All right, so it says, and what does it say? It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. Okay, but what do? You do it. All right, and this is speaking of the Israelites. All right, and if you look at when Moses went up the mountain, when Moses went up the mountain to speak with Yahweh, all right, when he came down, you know, Israelites were already fucking building idols, man. All right, and it pissed Moses off. All right, and so, hey, man. And if man, reading about the Exodus, man, it's beautiful, but it'll make you mad, you know, because after all these years, Israel, guess the Lord's not dealing with us, and then the Lord did something, like, okay, we're dealing with, the Lord's not dealing with it, and then he did something, the Lord's not dealing with us. It's like, damn, dude, how much unbelief do you people have? All right, where you erecting yourself idols, you know, and it's just it's vexing, man, it's vexing, really, all right, it's vexing. Okay, Moses went up a mountain to speak with Yahweh, the Most High. All right, your power. All right, and I don't know why it's taking so long. And you had to build up idol. Really, Jake? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. All right, that shows you, Jake. You can't stay right for hardly damn near nothing. All right, you can't stay right for anything. You got to go off. I'm waiting to go off. I'm waiting to go off. Okay, Jeremiah 25 and 6. Okay, Jeremiah 25 and 6, and we're going to close out, because this is idol worship. All right, you're not to do it. It's heathen custom. If you do it, you will be put to death. All right, by the Lord. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe not next month, maybe not next year if there is a next year. All right, but just know, all right, that it will happen. Okay, it will happen. Okay, you're well, it's like that scripture, roughly paraphrased. It says, because judgment for an evil work isn't executed speedily. All right, the hearts of the Son of Man are fully setting them to do iniquity. All right, roughly paraphrasing something, iniquity or something like to wickedness or evil. Okay, because you can sin and not get whacked down right then and there. All right, and and sometimes you can get instant judgment. All right, instant judgment. Okay, not instant karma, instant judgment. All right, sometimes you can get instant judgment if that's what the Lord had in place for you. You go over there, sleep with another man's wife, you get in your car, bam, hit into a semi, you're done. That was it. But sometimes it might take a couple years. 5 years. You slept with this woman that had a man. 5 years down the line, you're driving. All right, and a big semi truck rolls out in front of you. Boom. You didn't die though. But you're paraplegic now. Somebody has to feed you with a spoon. Okay, that's what happened to you. All right, but you don't care because it didn't happen right then and there, though, right? And then when that time does come, you never accredit it to the Lord. Oh, it was just a case of bad luck. Oh, the universe. Oh, Mother Nature. No, that was the Lord. All right, the Lord did it. All right, and hey, it's that's what happens, man. That's what happens. All right, you don't want to listen to the word. You don't want to obey the word that the Lord gave you. All right, hey, well, nothing good's gonna come to you. Okay, nothing good. All right. Good thing for good people, bad things for bad people. All right, you do good things, you get good things. You do bad things, you get bad things. All right, well, I'm doing good things. No, you don't. You don't do good things. You go to church every Sunday. That's not a good thing. That's something the world would make you think it's a good thing, but it's not. All right, that's a wicked thing. All right, you're worshiping. That's idol worship. All right, so he was a good person. No, he wasn't. All right, no, he wasn't. No, he was not a good person. All right, no, he was a Mo. All right, and he went to a Mo church. And no, he was not a good person. All right, because there's some incident out there, I'm sure. Okay, so doing all those things, it won't make you mighty. It won't make you more sexy. It won't make you, your rod harder. It won't make your box wetter. It won't make you have a husband sooner or a wife quicker. Or it won't make you, produce a child sooner. It just makes you look dumb. It just makes you look stupid. It just makes you look like an idiot. All right, and it's heathen custom. All right, and it's idol worship. All right, and you will be put to death for that. All right. So, hey, with that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right, I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. Hey, we're almost out of here. All right, now's not the time to be, going and taking trips to penis rocks. All right, and rubbing men's rod statues and shit. It's fucking weird. It's weirdo shit. All right, and the Lord will put you to death for that because it's really idol worship. All right, as much as you want to call it whatever it is, a superstition, ritual, it's idol worship. All right, it's idol worship, and the Lord will put you to death for that. All right, so hey, with that I'm gonna close out. All right, and until the next one, Lord willing, shalom.